What's up, you guys? Eric here with driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder as your host. Just brushed my teeth, waking up. And it is so freaking cold. It's the coldest that we've had to deal with this entire winter. Not really going to disclose a whole lot of details about this particular load other than to say we're headed to where it's even colder by a lot. Which makes the night shift incredibly worse. Conditions aren't great, but I ain't really worried about that. But it's more the having to get out and get fuel and all that crap, which I have to fuel up here in a couple hours. And oh, I dread it so much, you guys. I dread it so much. Like even just making this video, I really had to work hard to convince myself to come out here and do this. But I just wanted to give you guys just a quick update. You guys know I try to do daily videos. It turns out that, so just so you guys know, we were stuck on the interstate there in Ohio for nearly 8 hours in Cincinnati. Well, it turns out that was a record storm that they in fact were not anticipating. Look at this, guys. How much space is between these trucks, because can't see any lines. So this rest area is actually being shorted probably 5 or 6 spots because nobody can see any lines. So they're not parking far enough to leave 2 full spaces between them, and then another truck comes along and just parks in the middle. But anyway, yeah, nearly 8 hours we sat within about a 2 to 3 mile, about a mile. We only moved about a mile for 7 or 8 hours. And then I got to feel really good about myself. Now, part of it's that there was beer in that trailer, so it was heavy as hell and a low sitting load. But there was a long nose Super Trucker Pete in front of us trying to go up the hill on 71 right before you go into the tunnel, when they finally started letting us creep through, and he couldn't do it. He had to have the Allstate truck dually come over and push on his bumper and help him get up this hill. And then there's that Prime truck that so many like to make fun of, and I just like a boss. Ice and snow all over that hill like a boss, just chugged up that hill, and none of the other trucks could. It was actually really funny. I think it was just because I had the right amount of weight on the drives, which reminds me, a lot of people complain about the super singles. You guys say they don't have good traction and stuff like that. I don't agree with that. I feel like super singles, as long as you've got some weight on them, have excellent traction, comparatively. Now, I've never driven on duals. I've pulled dual trailers, like for FedEx, for Prime, I've pulled FedEx trailers and stuff like that. But I can't really compare on the drives. I'm not trying to allege that super singles have better traction than duals. I'm just saying that super singles have all the traction. They have what I feel is pretty good traction, unless it's a place where literally nobody has traction. But I've never been in a spot where it's like, okay, well, the guys with duals are clearly performing better than the super singles. I'm just being honest with you, man. Speaking from experience. So, yeah, the good old Prime truck chugged right up that hill, and all the other old schoolers were having to get pushed up. Now, they could have been empty too, but hey, it felt good. And also, we were joking on our live that we spent an hour actually several hours, probably 3 or 4 hours in the hammer lane, and nobody complained about it. So that's probably the longest any prime truck has ever been in a hammer lane. So it's funny. Well, we finally safely got out of it. Now we're headed into minus 15 degrees. Ugh. It's the life of a driver, man. It's the way it rolls. It's the way it bounces. So I don't have a huge update for you guys other than to say I'm ready for this shit to be over with. Hopefully you guys are being safe. Let me know down in the comments where you're at and what you're dealing with. Look at this, is how much space is between. See, we've been here for 7 hours, so it wasn't us. We could see the lines when we parked. Anyway, be safe, guys. Make good decisions. Always drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.